of people across the globe, just like myself, collect football shirts. There is one little problem we run into: fake football kits. It is something across the globe, and I've done it myself once or twice, and it is so annoying. When you get home, a long day at school, long day at work, you find the package of that best bargain in the world, or so you thought. You get a shirt that says Real Madrid, you get the sponsor instead of Fly Emirates, it says Flow Thailand or something like that, and on the Adidas badge, it's not an Adidas badge, it's a Nike badge. You are just sat there like, what's happening? So today, I'm going to bring you a couple tips how to spot fake football shirts and how to avoid purchasing them. So let's get into tip number 1, and that is, why don't you just go and buy from some trusted retailers instead of splashing the cash on eBay? I know money is low, but you can find some great websites such as Classic Football Shirts, such as M&M Direct, where you can find some of the best deals on the planet. And they're all real. And of course, something I do want to point out is subscribe to the channel with the bell icon on, because next week there will be a video coming out where I teach you some websites or teach you just overall how to find the cheapest football shirts that are real. But sticking with this idea, you can go to Sports Direct, Amazon if you're in the UK or US or anywhere in the world really. You've got the official club themselves, M&M Direct, as I said, Classic Football Shirts. If you look carefully, sometimes even eBay. So just try and get it from some trusted retailers. But going on to number 2, and that is, look for some bad stitching. Of course, creators are in a hurry. They just want your money. They don't really care if it looks good or not. So try and look out for any ripped strings, any rips in the shirt as a whole, any bad stitching mistakes, anything that looks rushed, because the actual shirt creators that are actually at the clubs, they get all machines to do it and everything, and they do it properly, because even though they want their money, they don't want anything being returned. So if you see anything bad or anything rushed, then just walk away. And it's the same with this next tip, really. Tip number 3. And that is, if you see any numbers on the tags, also walk away from the deal, as it is shirt creators naming or numbering their shirts, so they know how many of each thing they're making, and they know if they're going to go over their budget or not. So of course, they don't want to create 100 shirts and only sell 2 of them, do they? So they're going to number them so they don't go over their limit or anything. They know how many they're making. And yeah, that's it for tip number 3. But moving on to number 4, and that is, look out for any mismatches in branding. As you can see here, the example is a really funny one, to be honest. It's an old label creators found from somewhere, from an old shirt they've got, and they've attached it on to a shirt that's made by Umbro. Yeah, that is a real example, and it's an absolutely crazy one. So look out for anything like that, because even the biggest of things you thought nobody could get wrong, they're getting wrong somehow. Moving on to my next tip, that is, just look for the word remake or reproduction, because sometimes people aren't out there to scam you. Sometimes people are. They're genuinely just trying to sell some remakes either they've made or the company have made officially, but they are retro remakes. So just look out for that word, because sometimes people are literally screaming it in your face and people still get fooled by it somehow. But moving on to my final tip of the day, and that is, look for extremely low prices. You're not going to find an England 1966 World Cup winners shirt for 99p with £3.50 postage, are you? So if you see anything that seems too good to be true, then it's too good to be true, as pretty much the old saying goes. But that about wraps it up for today's video. So thank you so much for watching to the end. Of course, if you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.